Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good and virtuous life in the face of adversity. It is a philosophy that can be applied to all aspects of our lives, including our personal development. Here are 8 ways to focus on improving yourself using Stoic philosophy. Way 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is that we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This means letting go of things like the weather, the actions of others, and the past. It also means focusing on our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Here are some specific tips for focusing on what you can control. Identify your areas of control. Make a list of all the things that you have control over, such as your thoughts, emotions, actions, and reactions. This will help you to focus on the things that you can change and to accept the things that you cannot change. Challenge your negative thoughts. When you have a negative thought, ask yourself if it is true. If it is not true, challenge the thought and replace it with a more positive and realistic thought. Focus on your present moment. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. The only moment that we have is the present moment. Focus on being present and on living the best life that you can in the present moment. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not blame others for your circumstances. Take responsibility for your own life and for your own actions. Be mindful of your emotions. Notice your emotions and accept them without judgment. Do not try to suppress or deny your emotions. Instead, learn to manage them in a healthy way. Practice self-control. Do not let your emotions control you. Learn to control your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By following these tips, you can develop the ability to focus on what you can control and to accept what you cannot control. This will make you more resilient and more capable of dealing with challenges. Way 2. Practice self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to understand your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It is an essential skill for personal development. Here are some specific tips for practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Are your thoughts positive or negative? Are your thoughts realistic or unrealistic? Pay attention to your emotions. What are you feeling? Are you feeling happy, sad, angry, or anxious? What triggers these emotions in you? Pay attention to your behaviors. How are you acting? Are you acting in a way that is consistent with your values and goals? Journal about your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This can help you to better understand yourself and to identify patterns. Seek feedback from others. Ask trusted friends and family members for feedback on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This can help you to see yourself from a different perspective and to identify areas for improvement. By practicing self-awareness, you can learn to understand yourself better. This will help you to make better decisions, to improve your relationships, and to live a more fulfilling life. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to improve your self-awareness. Imagine that you're often feeling angry and frustrated. You can use Stoicism to identify the triggers for your anger and frustration. Once you know your triggers, you can develop strategies for dealing with them in a healthy way. For example, if you find yourself getting angry when you're stuck in traffic, you can try listening to calming music or practicing deep breathing exercises. By understanding your triggers and developing coping mechanisms, you can reduce your anger and frustration. Stoicism can be a powerful tool for personal development. By focusing on what you can control, practicing self-awareness, and developing virtues, you can become a better version of yourself. Way 3. Develop virtues. Virtues are the positive qualities that make us good people. Stoicism teaches us to develop virtues such as courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance. Here are some specific tips for developing virtues. Identify your role models. Who are the people that you admire? What virtues do they possess? Think about how you can emulate your role models and develop the same virtues. Study the virtues. Read books and articles about the virtues. Talk to people who you admire for their virtue. The more you learn about the virtues, the better equipped you will be to develop them in your own life. Practice the virtues. The best way to learn the virtues is to practice them. Look for opportunities to be courageous, just, wise, and temperate in your daily life. For example, if you see someone being bullied, you can stand up to the bully. This would be an example of courage and justice. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to develop the virtue of courage. Imagine that you are afraid of public speaking. You can use Stoicism to develop the courage to speak in public. One way to do this is to gradually expose yourself to public speaking situations. You could start by speaking to a small group of friends or family members. Once you feel comfortable speaking to a small group, you could start speaking to larger groups. Another way to develop the courage to speak in public is to practice visualization. Imagine yourself giving a successful presentation. Visualize yourself feeling confident and calm. The more you visualize yourself giving a successful presentation, the more confident you will feel when the time comes to actually give the presentation. Way 4. Set goals. Setting goals is an important part of personal development. It gives us something to strive for and helps us to stay motivated. Here are some specific tips for setting goals. Make sure your goals are SMART. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break down your goals into smaller steps. This will make your goals seem less daunting and more achievable. Write down your goals. This will help you to stay focused and motivated. Track your progress. This will help you to see how far you have come and to identify areas where you need to improve. Celebrate your successes. When you achieve a goal, take the time to celebrate your success. This will help you to stay motivated and to continue working towards your other goals. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to set goals. Imagine that you want to get in better shape. You can use Stoicism to set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for yourself. For example, you could set a goal to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Once you have set your goal, you can break it down into smaller steps. For example, you could set a goal to lose 1 pound per week. You could also set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes per day. By writing down your goals and tracking your progress, you can stay focused and motivated. And by celebrating your successes, you can continue working towards your goals. Stoicism can be a powerful tool for personal development. By developing virtues, setting goals, and taking action, you can become a better version of yourself. Way 5. Take action. Stoicism is a philosophy of action. It teaches us that the best way to live a good life is to take action towards our goals and to live in accordance with our values. Here are some specific tips for taking action. Start small. If you have a lot of goals, don't try to do them all at once. Start small and focus on one goal at a time. Once you have achieved that goal, move on to the next one. Don't be afraid to fail. Everyone fails at some point in their lives. It's a normal part of the learning process. Don't let the fear of failure stop you from taking action. Be persistent. Don't give up on your goals easily. Keep taking action even when things get tough. The more persistent you are, the more likely you are to achieve your goals. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to take action. Imagine that you want to start your own business. You can use Stoicism to develop a plan for starting your business and to take action towards achieving your goal. One way to do this is to break down the process of starting a business into smaller steps. For example, you could set a goal to create a business plan within a month. You could also set a goal to find a mentor within 2 months. And you could set a goal to launch your business within 6 months. By breaking down the process of starting a business into smaller steps, you can make it seem less daunting and more achievable. You can also track your progress and celebrate your successes along the way. Way 6. Be patient. Personal development takes time and effort. There is no quick fix. Stoicism teaches us to be patient with ourselves and to accept that we will make mistakes along the way. It also teaches us to focus on the long term rather than the short term. Here are some specific tips for being patient. Don't expect to change overnight. It takes time to develop new habits and to change our behavior. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep working at it, and you will eventually achieve your goals. Celebrate your small successes. When you achieve a goal, take the time to celebrate your success. This will help you to stay motivated and to continue working towards your other goals. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is on their own unique journey. Don't compare yourself to others and focus on your own progress. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to be patient. Imagine that you are trying to learn a new language. You can use Stoicism to be patient with yourself and to accept that it will take time to learn the language. One way to do this is to focus on the long term. Don't expect to be fluent in the language overnight. Just keep practicing and you will eventually achieve your goal. Another way to be patient is to celebrate your small successes. For example, when you learn a new word or when you are able to have a basic conversation in the language, take the time to celebrate your success. This will help you to stay motivated and to continue working towards your goal. Stoicism can be a powerful tool for personal development. By taking action and being patient, you can become the best version of yourself. Way 7. Find a mentor. A mentor is someone who can provide guidance and support on your journey of personal development. A good mentor will have experience in the areas that you're trying to improve in. They will also be able to offer you perspective and advice that you may not be able to get on your own. Here are some specific tips for finding a mentor. Look for someone you admire. Identify someone who you admire for their personal qualities, accomplishments, and values. This person could be a friend, family member, colleague, or someone you look up to in your field. Reach out to them. Once you have identified a potential mentor, reach out to them and ask if they would be willing to mentor you. Be sure to explain why you are interested in their mentorship and what you hope to gain from the relationship. Be respectful and open-minded. If someone agrees to mentor you, be respectful of their time and expertise. Be open to their feedback and advice. Remember that your mentor is there to help you grow and develop. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to find a mentor. Imagine that you are trying to improve your public speaking skills. You could reach out to someone who is a successful public speaker and ask if they would be willing to mentor you. If they agree, you could meet with them regularly to discuss your progress and to get their feedback. You could also ask them to give you opportunities to practice speaking in public. By having a mentor, you can accelerate your personal development and achieve your goals faster. Way 8. Celebrate your successes. It is important to celebrate your successes along the way, no matter how small they may seem. This will help you to stay motivated and to continue working towards your goals. Here are some specific tips for celebrating your successes. Take the time to reflect on your accomplishments. Think about what you have achieved and how you have grown. Share your successes with others. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues about your accomplishments. This will help you to appreciate your success even more. Reward yourself. Do something special for yourself to celebrate your success. This could be anything from taking a day off to buying yourself a small gift. Here is an example of how you can use Stoicism to celebrate your successes. Imagine that you have been working hard to improve your health and fitness. Recently, you achieved a goal of losing 10 pounds. To celebrate your success, you could take the time to reflect on your accomplishments. Think about how you have changed your diet and exercise habits. Think about how you feel better now than you did before. You could also share your success with your friends and family. Tell them about your goal and how you achieved it. This will help you to appreciate your success even more. Finally, you could reward yourself for your success. For example, you could buy yourself a new workout outfit or take yourself out to a nice dinner. By celebrating your successes, you can stay motivated and continue working towards your goals. Stoicism can be a powerful tool for personal development. By following the tips above, you can accelerate your personal development and become the best version of yourself. Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that can help us to improve ourselves in all areas of our lives. By following the tips above, you can use Stoicism to become a more well-rounded, fulfilled, and virtuous individual. Here are some additional tips for applying Stoicism to your personal development. Read Stoic texts. There are many great Stoic texts available, such as Meditations by Marcus Aurelius and Seneca's Letters to Lucilius. Reading these texts can help you to learn more about Stoic philosophy and how to apply it to your life. Join a Stoic community. There are many online and offline Stoic communities where you can connect with other people who are interested in Stoicism. This can be a great way to get support and motivation on your journey of personal development. Practice Stoic exercises. There are many different Stoic exercises that you can practice to improve your self-awareness, develop virtues, and build resilience. Watch the next video. Link in the description below. Subscribe for more profound insights on your spiritual journey. May your path be filled with grace and enlightenment.